Hey folks, Quillian here, and welcome to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 12! Everything up till now has been basically pre-recorded before a big trip, but finally, I am back in sort of a more real-timey kind of mode over here. I'm still happy with things, how they're going overall. We had a couple of rough starts. A couple of people have... I didn't realize that the animals sort of didn't feed themselves off hay. Maybe they couldn't reach it, I think is the problem. So I've made sure to change the handle animal job to a top priority so that animals will get fed more consistently. Hopefully will be the issue in the future so that we don't lose any more. And other than that, the farming will be scaled down soon. We're going to make sure that there's like a big batch this time. It looks like the Devil Strand won't actually finish before the winter, which is a bit unfortunate. It is my plan over here to wall off this area and set up some greenhouses once we have a substantial amount of power from the steam geysers, which should work. I don't think we need hydroponics because I think the ground will be growable here. If we box it and put a sun lamp in there and make sure it's got a temperature thing, then our greenhouses will work, which should mean that we can grow Devil Strand again, because right now it's not really a thing. There seems to still be a lot of confusing information as to whether the plant harvesting actually uses grow or not. For now, I'm going to keep using the plant cut only on the people who have like some minor amount of plant growing skill, and then go from there. Otherwise, things are happening. Oh, one of the things I'm going to experiment with, I'm going to go ahead and finish marbleifying this room, because the new room sort of happiness system is a little bit wonky to me. The beauty here is bad. It's considered to be ugly in this room, but the wealth is higher. While it's still somewhat poor, but it's there, as opposed to the rooms who have been smoothed. Well, this one here might be smoothed here, which has, or I guess this is smooth, but it's got dirt, has got a higher beauty, but is considered impoverished. So there's not like an overall number, unless impressiveness the final value, in which case this room is more impressive than this one, but they're both dull. So we'll see what we can do about trying to figure out the best way to max things out for the rooms there without, going and just finding, a single recipe on the wikis or anything. So we're continuing to dig up here. My idea is still to build out over here. I am going to build a door here, because what I'm going to do is fence out this whole area. We're going to have a defensive area in there in case anyone actually drops directly into the base. Otherwise, the walls, I think, are going to be completely enclosed, and we'll probably start building them out of marble. We should hopefully be building or are developing some marble blocks over here. We've got 144 in storage right now, which is good. And of course, there'll be more demand for it later on. Meals are being made. We got a decent amount over here. You're going to haul some rocks. Oh, way over there. We could actually... let me go ahead and do that. You here, I'm going to copy this stockpile setting. Actually, where are you going? Oh, you're picking up the potatoes or whatever is over there. That's fine. And let's go ahead and make a new dumping stockpile right there, and we will paste those settings. That way it's only going to get blocks and no corpses over here. That way, if we do get anyone to haul some stuff, which they should haul it right over there, because it's going to be closer. All right, let's see here. Oh, one of the other things people requested was the power lines running through more walls. The problem is most of these are not walls. They're just the stone that is there. So unless I want to bust down the stone and rebuild them as walls, I can't run power lines through them. So we could do a little bit here, because power lines are apparently not terribly pretty, but we're going to put up with it. I'm going to try to make sure that there are no power lines in any of the rooms. And I think I've got most of them out of there and set to... Yeah, looks like they're gone. I deconstructed a couple here and there because all this can reach the power line that's in the hallway. So that's totally okay, although I do have to tell these guys to reconnect and reconnect. And there we go. So they can reach that little power over there. There we go. There was some more power over here. That's where it was. Excuse me. But now we've gotten all the ugly power lines out of the rooms. So hopefully that's okay. It's weird, because it looks to me like the power lines run under the ground. So it's strange that it would lower beauty, but I don't know. Maybe they're actually just laying some extension cables on the floor and people keep tripping over them. And that's why they'd be so very, very unhappy. All right, getting some little walls set up over here, which is going to be good. Temperature-wise, well, it is summer. It's June right now. It's 21 degrees outdoors, which is pretty nice. Some people have pointed out that one of the things that you can do for each person is click on them, find their preferred temperature. So you've got the max and minimal comfortable temperature, right? And then make sure that everything is somewhere in that zone. I don't know, there might be a preferred, like a single preferred one. I think that overall we're going to be okay, but if anyone ever starts to complain about something, I'll check and then see what bedroom they're personally assigned to and maybe make some adjustments. But for now, keeping everything at about 16 degrees is what I'm aiming for, just because 16 degrees is very, very easy to maintain. It takes a lot less energy. So my little chinchillas, I think I've got my animals currently set to unrestricted. Oh, and thank you to whoever pointed out that you can just drag across here for the allowed areas. That's going to save some time. Get a pirate merchant. Let's get Tammy over here and see what might be for sale, or what we might want to sell. They've got some people. How much silver do we have right now? Not enough. Damn. Even if we sell these weapons, which I don't think I want to. No reason to sell that. We could buy a little bit of beer, but I guess that's going to be that. Although, hold on. We could double check that if we've got anything to sell to the other traders over here, because it wouldn't surprise me if we did. Still got a lot of that leather. Would like to turn into clothes and then sell that. We've got some hay, so we're good there. We've got some things here. We can buy some mega scarabs, or sell our chinchillas, or buy some elephants, which we're not going to do. Would be nice to have, but they are a little too expensive. What about the exotic goods trader? Sorry, Tammy. I know, you just want to get something else done. I'm going to go ahead and sell this clothing. We'll raise some money with the clothing, since we do have a big source of leather, because we've done a lot of hunting, and we will probably continue doing a lot of hunting. So we'll probably continue to make clothing, and hopefully it'll be decent clothing. So that still won't give us enough to purchase a new citizen, but I'm going to go ahead and sell that. And once we start getting some sculptures down, that would be nice too. Actually, excuse me, it would be nice for the bedrooms as well. A good sculpture would probably go a long way. Do I have a sculpting thing? Yes, I have a sculpting table set up over here. Tammy's technically the person working on it, although currently she is brewing beer, which is also a pretty important thing. Actually, Tammy, do you have... you do. You got it set really low as just sort of a... If you're not doing anything else... In fact, I'll set it lower. You can actually mine first before that happens. We actually don't have anyone set to really do much in the way of art. Yeah, effectively no one's doing art right now. And we might just have to live with that. Kaniki's got a bit of a passion for it, but Kaniki's doing too many things already. He's way too busy. And then the high current ranking is a 4. He's got Robojeb does have a little bit of passion for that too. Although if we do that, right now Robojeb is basically doing a hell of a lot of hauling, which is really good for us. We actually need that hauling to happen. Not to mention the research. So I think we're going to deal with the fact that we don't have an artist right now. Hopefully when we get one more addition to the colony, either it's someone we can assign to hauling, in which case we'll probably bring Robojeb to be doing more artwork, or it's someone ideally with a really high artistic skill, in which case we'll just get some pretty buildings going on. What is this? A forbidden great bow. I like how, despite the fact that growing or hauling is a relatively high priority for these people, like look at this. Robojeb is basically, like these are all very rare jobs. So basically Robojeb is just hauling. And in the very weird case where there's nothing to haul, he will research. So he basically is a full-time hauler, and yet we've got stuff all over here. So we might have too much food. That is entirely possible, but I don't know. I'm worried about running out, and I want to be able to grow my base very, very, very quickly. Like, just accept more people, and we'll need that sort of thing to go. We do have, do we not have a beacon in here? I know I moved it at some point. Hold on. What if I switch to the power view? Okay, and you are just connected to something weird. If I reconnect, you should go closer. Yeah, I know I moved it at some point because it was overlapping. I was getting deliveries outside, and maybe I had to remove it completely to eliminate that. But that means we're not trading anything in here. Now, oh, I can't build there. Maybe I do have a beacon right there. Oh, I can just see the antenna. There it is. Okay. Exactly where I would want to put it. We have one. Good. I was like, oh, man. Because there's some stuff in here that we might want to trade. Heck, you know, push comes to shove, we could trade some meals. There we go. We've got Kai's just finished drinking a little bit of beer. So if we, you know, he's warmed by the alcohol. A bit buzzed, right? But feeling good overall, which is great. Now, how is Daft over here, Mr. Cranky Pants? Right? He's the one who's volatile. Yeah, got some great skills going on there. We're going to probably need to pretty up his room. The first out of everyone. Are these all on? I thought oh, no. There we go. Toggle that off. I mean, our power reserves are actually okay right now, but it's a little bit aggro. And these are connected through this stupid thing because of the swamp. We had to go through that way, so we've got that. Dry thunderstorm. That is probably the single most dangerous thing that can happen here because a lot of lightning strikes could hit. We could get a lot of fire started, and there's no rain to help put them out, which is a double plus on good. Robojab, oh, you're just hauling over there, which is good. Is this, it is an auto door. It feels like it's going really slow. Is the power not hooked up over here? No, it's, yes, it is. Why does it feel like the door takes forever to open, even though it's an auto door? I don't know. Now, this should all be home area. Yep. I mean, as soon as we build more stuff, it'll automatically expand. But for the heck of it, I'll go ahead and do this like that. It should get cleaned at some point. Now, what's our cleaning protocol like? Red fields, mostly. But it's pretty low down. Nah, it's still fine. Because everything here is pretty, wow, red fields. You have a lot of passion for it. You only have a 5 right now. You're the backup, I guess. So all this is very rare and occasional. Hunt, only if I've got something designated to be hunted, and someone's got to be able to do it. Construct, well, right now there's some power to go, but otherwise not too much, and then repair. So basically you're going to be cleaning, other than the times when you've got something to hunt or build. And other than some power conduits, there's not a whole lot to build. So what are you doing right now? You're hauling steel to the power conduits. Okay, that's fine. Got fire over here. That is okay. That's not going to be a threat in any way. That one could have if it had actually ignited some fire. But there might not be anything here anymore. Yeah, dirt. Dirt. It's all just dirt. Okay. Chinchillas roaming around. How you doing? Good on food. Excellent. So yeah, I think it's because I was restricting people to the outdoors here, and I didn't have animal handling high enough. The animals weren't being fed, I think. All right, another marble auto door. Good. We could build some lights along the way, but it doesn't really matter too terribly much. Ugly environment. Yeah, it's really disappointing. What is here? Is it dirt? Okay, so it's got to be cleaned. And that's really hauling things back. And then you don't have, well, you've got a plus 24 from this, but that's it. I can't read these numbers. Well, I can see the 2 here. If I'm mousing over the tile, does that mean, like, the number that shows me on the tile mousing over, is that the beauty if you're standing in that spot? I think so. So the marble floors seem to have a value of 2. Wooden floors, I don't see a number at all anymore, and we've got 3 from smoothed. I still don't understand how a smoothed floor can have a higher value than a marble floor, let alone the wood. But what we want to check now is, what does this do for the value? Yeah, the wealth is quite a bit higher. It's still in the somewhat poor area, and both these rooms are just considered dull in terms of impressiveness. So we've got a higher beauty over here, a lower beauty over here, but a higher wealth. And either way, the space is rather tight. Obviously here we've got, this is considered average sized? My God, these people want massive, massive bedrooms. Oh, we need some doors put in here. What are you doing? You're smoothing that floor, which takes a long time, which is one of the disadvantages of smoothing the floor. Structure. We're going to make, yeah, marble auto doors. And we don't have enough marble kicking around, but at some point we will. Okay, build that. Actually, maybe I should be using a different material. So this is what? Craft this job, right? We don't have anyone on the 1. I mean, it's Kai over here who's got these priorities here, we might want to make, well, no, we do want to make someone be basically a full-time crafter for block building. I could bring down Kai's priority, although that would happen naturally once the smithing and tailoring jobs just get finished. They won't do that. They'll move over to the craft, and we don't have like an unlimited amount of smithing and tailoring to do. Right now, she's probably, yeah, I was going to say, is probably spending a lot of time smoothing floors. Yeah. Well, I guess that is the disadvantage to smoothing. Exotic goods. And I did command a lot of floor smoothing, but it's only got to be done once. Let's sell these crappy pants. Buck, male, 9. Male what? Oh, a buck. Of course. I was thinking buck was a name. Let's just do that. That's going to be sufficient. Doing some more hauling. Oh, right, and this door here, this auto door never works. It'd be nice if... There we go. I reconnected it over here. Wonderful. So it will always be on whether we flick that switch or not. There, that makes me very happy. What's the season? June? Are we going to finish this potato crop? You know what? Let me just delete this whole thing. You don't have to bother planting that. We can pick up this stuff, but we're going to have, hopefully, a sufficient amount of food. We got an eclipse. An eclipse we can deal with. It's going to cut back on our power, obviously, from our solar generators, but we've got some wind going on. So that's all right. Do we have, do we still have wood in storage? None here. None there. We might not. I'm going to go ahead and order a little bit of wood chopping to take place. That is probably too much wood chopping, especially since it's really my my grower that's going to be doing a lot of this. It's Kai and one more. Right, so no, it's, who do we have? Daft and Kai. So they'll go and chop those trees down. Although I suspect that Daft will still prioritize this stuff because it's closer, and indeed it is. You're going to replant some hops. I'm not sure they're going to go. Yeah, it'll be nice once we get our greenhouse industry going on, but I really don't want to do that until we've got our geothermal, just because the sun lamps take so much energy. Not to mention we'll have to keep the rooms heated, which is going to be expensive throughout the winter. We might want to try to build some, what do you call it? Airlocks on the greenhouse door so they don't lose as much temperature. However, there really is not going to be as much, what's the width of this? No, it's fine. It shouldn't collapse. God, I hope not. What was I going to say? There shouldn't be as much in and out traffic of the greenhouse as some of the other rooms, like down here. Because it's not a storage room that people keep having to access. It's just only the grower basically has to go in there to plant and harvest. That's about it. Wow, we really need to get the block industry going, but I'm leery about assigning that as a higher priority. Things will happen a little bit faster once the smoothing job gets done. We got some travelers. What do we have here? Oh, we have a dead corpse that we really need to process. And that's already rotting, so we can just forget about it. I suppose I can unforbid it just so it gets cleaned up at some point. Got a bunch of wood kicking around there. I could get Redfield to do a little bit of hunting. How are we on actual meat? Oh, we've got tons of meat. So let's not worry about that now. We struck compacted steel over here. Good. I mean, it's always nice to get a bit more steel in an area you're already planning on mining out. Nothing wrong with that. Slowly but surely doing this. Meanwhile, right, we do have our tech. We have our tech for this. So we're going to want to do that soon. You know, could really keep the room warm just by basically building a room around the steam geyser. I have to make sure it doesn't go above a certain temperature. Steam geysers can overheat. But we might be able to build a sort of a giant structure with this inside and use that as the heating. I don't know. It might be hard to get it to be exactly right. Although I guess you can always balance it out with an air conditioner or a heater to get exactly the temperature you're looking for in the end. What is that? Oh, a hare. Squirrel. All right, another night over here. Yeah, and it'll be nice. Right now, everyone's in a good mood, which is good. If we start to get too many problems, we will have to go and probably prioritize a bit more cleaning. And really, Redfield, why don't you go and clean Daft's room? I know, he gets spoiled, but he's very cranky. All right, that should help out a little bit. Still an ugly environment, but as long as it doesn't get too low. Oh, and you've got a disturbed sleep. Excellent. So I just countered that. What are you doing? Oh, you're smoothing the floor in here, which is less necessary, but what the hell. It's still faster movement. Let's just get it done, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, everyone is busy doing this stuff, but I think that's the last of it. I think the smorfluving is basically done now. Yes, we got more people. There we go. Redfields is actually on proper cleaning duty. We've got more people doing a little bit of mining over here. A chinchilla is pregnant. Hey, first animal pregnancy. Guess I'm not killing these this time, which is nice to see. Is it here? Chinchilla 2? Yeah. Whole body, pregnant, middle stage. We're going to get some more. I'm hoping they auto-tame. I'm expecting they probably do. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm wondering if I should tweak the schedule to, and I don't remember where that is, here, to explicitly give them some fun versus work time. Because right now, we've got an anything goes, right, from here to here. Now, they do seem to take their fun if they need it, but I'm wondering if, like, an explicit fun period might be a good idea. Like, first thing you do when you wake up, or maybe midday. Because when we wake up, we might have some other priorities, we might have to eat. Like, right over here, what if we do one explicit joy period? Keep everyone's moods a little higher. We're going to experiment with it and see how it goes. Yeah, see, it's not the time, but you're playing chess right now. Maybe they will socialize more, have more friendly chats. Or maybe they'll have unfriendly chats. That could happen too. Got our plants outside that haven't been picked up yet. Who was my my main hauler? Oh yeah, RoboJeb. So let's track RoboJeb a little bit as he goes about his day in the morning here. I'm curious to see his hauling. There's a lot of stuff to haul. People have been very busy for a while doing the smoothing, doing other jobs, constructing the power conduits, but that's now all in place. So RoboJeb, you're going to start picking up this stuff. Good. All right. Hauling is happening. Are you going to put it there? Just technically normal priority, low priority. But I'm allowing food over here? That's not what I want. No, I don't allow food. Oh, are these hops and hops are allowed over here? Interesting. Let's just turn off the hops then. I don't know if they can spoil. Yeah, they can. That's annoying. I guess you can't eat the hops, which is why they're not under the food category. And then you're getting brought here. Really? Right, of course, because, again, I have hops turned on over there, and these are higher priorities than the other one. A combat supplier. Let's go and give them a call. I'm going to sell the grenades since I never use grenades. I probably should, but I don't. We'll sell the crappy knife. God, you can get a lot of money from these weapons, but I don't want to do that. Medicine, we don't have anyone in a stockpile that is in a tradable. Now, we do probably have some in the hospital, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of it. And you can see here there's a stack. There's just a single stack, and this tile will eventually fill up, and then we'll have some in the normal stockpile over here, which means it'll show up in the numbers, but I don't want to mess with it. And I don't want to put a beacon over here. That would be kind of silly. All right, RoboJeb, you're going to haul this food in. Good. Okay. It's a long walk. I'm sorry about that, RoboJeb. Ooh, an area. Whoa! Wait, what? How do we have trees growing indoors? How strange. This does not mess with the structure that I'm looking to do right now, so that's good. It will suck if there's more marsh over here, which means we won't be able to build on those tiles. We'll play that one by ear. I guess I can be like, hey, why don't you chop down these trees? That'd be all right. Another night? Okay, well, we're going to wrap up this episode here. I'm still liking the way that things are developing overall. I don't think we have enough marble blocks right now, right? Yeah, we're down to 20. We've used quite a bit, and right now there's not much in the way of marble blocks being produced. And I do want to build more things out of blocks. Arrgh. All right, Kai, you're going to work on the craft a little bit more. I can't remember. No, none of these are craft. It's just going to be basically the block construction. So we'll do that, and that's okay. And honestly, really, this might be better. Basically, always make sure we have a bunch of stone blocks, and then if we've got enough stone blocks, then you can go back to the smithing and tailoring. I mean, the smithing and tailoring can make us huge money. But the blocks are used for a lot of stuff. Harvest failed. God, that pisses me off. You got a 12 growing skill. Like, what do I need? I mean, I guess 12 is not 20. So he probably succeeds most of the time. How do you harvest a fail? Or how do you fail a harvest? Harvest a fail. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.